What is going on, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? My name is Miguel. You're watching Miguel EDC, the channel where we talk everything EDC gear here. And today we're checking out another Fintiso knife, brand new model here, making a debut in the channel. I believe this one was just released very recently, and I'm gonna go ahead and share this video obviously with you guys. This one just came in the mail. It could not wait till tomorrow, so you're gonna be seeing this video here very soon. Doing the honors today, we got the latest Fintiso in the channel. If you don't know, by the way, we have the whole family. Every single Fintiso model that they make, I've made videos and overviews and first reactions, and currently testing all of them for review videos here coming very soon. So do subscribe if you aren't already. And of course, all of these will be linked down below if you're interested in checking out prices, availability. If you use code Miguel EDC on the Fintiso site, it does get you 10% off as well. So hooked you guys up with a discount there. So check out those links in the pinned comments and the description if you're interested on checking these out. It does help out the channel when you use those links, but that's entirely up to you and at zero extra cost. So let's go ahead and check out this bad boy, right? This new model from Fintiso, right? I'm excited to take a look. Just released, so you know we are getting a premiere here, if you would. So this one has the white and blue box. We got the zipper pouch here enclosed in another plastic bag. So we're talking about like wrapping and packaging experience. By the way, in case you haven't checked out Fintiso, I'm gonna give you a quick rundown on all their models. There is the Atlas, which is this guy, which is used to cut the packaging. We got the Rook series, and I'll show you guys some of these for some size comparisons in a moment. We got the Apollo, we got the Cobra, we got the Odyssey, we got the Harpe, we got the Parrot and the Falcon. As far as their folders, I do believe they also make kitchen knives and fixed blades and stuff like that. But at least every single one of their folding knives we've checked out so far has been a banger. So zipper pouch on this one. We got the Fintiso logo in the front. And here we go. All right, this should be pretty interesting here, ladies and gentlemen. We got the Fintiso sticker. Bam, we got a wiping cloth. We got a Facebook Outdoors group there. You can scan that QR code as well. And we have some additional hardware. Always love it when companies like Kaiser and Fintiso, they're including additional hardware here, because you know it's a nightmare whenever you disassemble a knife and then your hardware goes missing or something. So that's a plus. And last but not least, here is the knife. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at this bad boy. If you guys are ready, I'm ready. Whoa, there it is. Let's take a look. All right, man. First impression. So the name on this one is the Tucans, and I'm spitting on the knife because I'm excited. That's how you can tell. The Tucans model here, Tucans, and hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Not a name or a word that I use too often. The toucan is a species of bird. I'm sure you guys have seen them at some point in your life. Kind of has like this wing feel to it, right, on the G10, right? Some nice milling on the G10, by the way. It's not just some boring G10. It's got waves, right? Like if you throw a rock at a lake and you got them ripple effects, definitely looks like that. This one's rocking the nice little touch of accent pearl going on here towards the back. Very similar to the Rook series. I'll show you in a moment. All right, we got some body screws there. We got a pop-off orange on this particular one. It's kind of like an orange inlay going on there. We got the new, a very interesting looking pivot. Kind of looks like a gear, right? If what have you, with that milling on the sides. Has that Fintiso F, right? And then on the other side, right, very symmetrical. Same thing going on there in their pocket clip, which is not reversible on this particular one, but pretty deep carry for the most part. About that bling bling is the only thing that's going to be showing out of the pocket. Honestly, that one caught me by surprise when I checked it out on the Rook, because I didn't realize I had that until later in the video. And then I realized, you know what, it actually kind of, it goes. Like it has grown on me quite a bit. Here is the Rook, by the way. So if you haven't seen the unboxing on the Rook, you absolutely should. Right, has that same sort of diamond looking little accent right there. I mean, they could have not done that at all and it would have been okay, but they decided to do it, and I don't really mind it too much. It has, like I said, grown on me. You do have that linear hole solution back there, which is okay. I'd rather take this over a big old hole there, just for the sake of having a hole. We have sandwich construction with standoffs, right? And it looks like we have flipper deployment and thumb studs. So if you guys are ready, I'm ready. We got a very interesting looking flipper tab here. No jimping, but it is, I want to say, lengthy enough, right? So here we go. Bam. All right, the Tucans from Fintiso. Let's give her a nice little wipe here. We do got some oils there, right, from the pivot. So let's go ahead and wipe that. This one has a coating on it as well, so it has this sort of gray coating going on there, kind of matches the liners as well. 14C28N steel on this one, right? It is a Warncliffe blade with a tiny bit of belly there. And as soon as I saw this geometry, I was like, man, that is one good looking geometry right there. You guys know me, I love a Warncliffe sheep's foot. That's my preferred geometry all day of the week. What's interesting too is, of course, this guy is a liner lock. Good access to that liner, by the way. And check this out. So we got the Fintiso logo there, and it is 14C28N. But when the blade opens, I noticed this in one other model too. When the blade is fully open, right, it kind of tucks away under the handle, and you don't see that as much. I think that that is genius, right? A lot more companies should probably do something like that. Let me show you once again. Right, you can see the branding there, right? And you can see it when the knife is, you know, the blade is closed, right? There's a 14C, there's a Fintiso, but once the blade opens, right, it tucks behind, for the most part, tucks behind the handle right there. So that is pretty neat. So let's go ahead and check the action once again, right? That flipper actually works pretty good. And I would typically nitpick because why didn't you give me jimping? But let me zoom out. It actually works really nice. It is on ball bearings, of course, so light switching it works good, right? Push button it also works good. Thumb deployment is nice. Reverse flick, let's see, boom. That is also nice, right? I'm going to use the meat of my middle finger. Bam, that works. Can I use the nail? Yes, sir, right? The nail works just as well. Let me see if I can show you on camera. Yep. All right, that is nice. You got a tip that is nice and low. It's a little bit lower than the pivot, which is good. This is going to be a great utilitarian drop cuts, utility cuts, right? Great utilitarian knife through and through. A very bulky tip right there, right? If you know what I mean. And a full flat grind going through. So that is interesting. Let's check ergonomics, right? Let me see here. Right? I'm able to get a full purchase on this bad boy. Think of the flipper tab working as like a finger guard. And I can get a full purchase here with a tiny bit of handle right there, right? That's good. Full purchase, no forward choke spot. I mean, this is not one of those that you forward choke on. This will be your standard grip and your one and only grip, if anything. So still getting some oil there from the pivot. Obviously, it's a brand new knife, right? I'll be carrying this guy here for the review video later on. That's kind of how I do these videos, by the way, right? I do an unboxing, raw first reaction video. As I carry the knife, I make short vertical videos, and then I drop a comprehensive review video in the channel. So if you're not yet subscribed, this will be a great time to do so. I promise you it'll be worth coming back for more. We have milling going on those liners on the inside, in case you were wondering. So it does feel pretty, some good weight to it. It's not too light, not too heavy, right? Very easy to disengage there, by the way. So, and a very, you know, not guillotine shut. It's a little bit of a shake shutter, right? But boom, right? All day, every day. Bam. All right, let's go ahead and do a size comparison here. You know, typical suspects here in the channel. If I can get the knife straight, that'll be great. Boom. Manix 2, right? Very similar to the Manix there in size. Take a look there for yourself. Still a little bit shorter though. Here is the Yojimbo 2. It's actually very comparable to the Yojimbo, perhaps. All right, you guys let me know. All right, compare here to the Demko AD 20.5. It's actually a little bit bigger, right? It's also going to be a little bit bigger than the Shark Cub. This one is the Stealth. Came out last year, premium version with 20 CV steel. By the way, all these knives are linked down below if you want to check them out. And I have content on all of them, so if there's any particular one you want to learn more about, just type it in the YouTube search box. Miguel EDC, and you'll see those videos right away. This guy is the Civivi Sentinel Strike, and this one is the Artisan Cutlery Holm. The Holm is a little bit shorter than the Tucans, and the Sentinel Strike obviously is going to be a much larger knife. And last but not least, as far as you know, non-Fintiso knives goes, we have the Thunderbird, and here is the Acacia, right? And Acacia haven't hit the like button by now. You absolutely should, right? I know that was a lame pun, but I just had to do it. Whatever it takes to get a like on a YouTube video these days, you know what I mean? But yeah, just trying to give you a ballpark, right? The Thunderbird is a little bit longer. The Acacia definitely compares there pretty well. And as far as the Fintiso family goes, I'll just show you some of my favorite ones here. There is the Atlas, and here is the Rook, right? Again, I have content on all these if you want to check them out. The Rook is longer. The Atlas is also a little bit bigger there as well. And here is the Harpe, right? Harpe is really nice with aluminum scales. And also with aluminum scales is the Parrot, right? Parrot is also one of my favorites from Fintiso. Fintiso is just killing it, right? They have multiple models feature on my 2024 best budget EDC knives to purchase under $100. And I mean, they absolutely got a ton of models that they all look really good and also are great for EDC and perform really well in that budget category. So let's get scientific with it and do our very scientific cutting test, because you know that's what this channel is known for. It is a hallmark of this channel, right? We do our very scientific cutting test here with the 5x zoom. So yeah, this guy is going to slice through paper like nobody's business. Very slicey 14C, right? Good factory edge. Boom. Right, you also have a good cutting path here, right? You got quite a good length of blade there. Always encourage everybody to check your local laws, find out exactly what you can carry, if it's okay to carry a knife of a specific length. Boom, bam. That was some textbook paper, of course. It should have been able to go through that, no doubt. Got a piece of cardboard, a cardboard box, single wall, probably an Amazon box. Remember, we're cutting cardboard, don't cut perpendicular, but at an angle, and it's gonna look something like this. Boom, bam. There we go. All right, 14C putting in some work. 14C is actually really one of everyone's favorite budget steel these days. It is easy to sharpen, corrosion resistant, especially with this coat right here. It's gonna be even more corrosion resistant, and just an overall well-rounded steel for the money, right? Especially in this budget category. So you guys rate it on the comments on a scale from 1 through 10, right? How sharp is this guy out of the box? The factory edge, right? You guys let me know. Well, there you have it, guys. That is the Fintiso Tucans, right? Hopefully I'm saying that right. Brand new model. I think this one just released early in 2025. Every company, I'm loving it. 2025, they're starting the year off with a bang, and Fintiso is absolutely one of them. They're not going to be behind the trend here, and they're starting the year off with a banger here, right? Definitely digging this one so far. I was going to say ergonomics. Let's see, if I squeeze really hard, I still do feel that pocket clip. This is the non-symmetrical pocket clip that has some curvature to it. They do have some models with reversible pocket clip, and I did point this out to Fintiso, right? Like on the Parrot, for example. I love the Parrot because it has a very uniform pocket clip, and it's also has a milled out section on the other side, so it is reversible. You could have a liner lock be a reversible knife if you wanted to, right? You're not putting pressure on any lock bar, right? So you can see here, as demonstrated with my left hand, which has zero dexterity since birth. I am a righty, of course. So yeah, it could have been a reversible pocket clip, but it is not. That's just an observation there. Something to keep in mind. Maybe they will make a version for lefties out there in the future, but typically making a reversible deep pocket carry clip is, you know, with a filler tab or something like that, it's always a good call from the get-go. So with that in mind, I mean, everything else about the knife is pretty good. I'm just, you know, kind of nitpicking for the sake of nitpicking at this point. It is definitely making a great first impression, right? This is not a review, by the way. This is just a unboxing raw first impressions on this knife after, you know, running this channel here for over 2 years, checking out a plethora of knives, and so many that I still have to check out. The journey is nowhere near close to being done. We're just getting started, baby. So fasten your seatbelt, by the way, and subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. But yeah, this one's making a great first impression. Really digging it, and you know your boy's excited about carrying this one here and gathering as much feedback as I possibly can for that comprehensive review here down the line. So subscribe if you aren't already. All right, promise you'll be worth coming back for more. Smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. You know, really trying to get this video pushed out here to a larger audience. Definitely very fidgety, loving the shake shutter action right here. Boom. That tip is going to put in some work for utility cuts and drug cuts. Very utilitarian. I'm excited for this guy. So shout out to Fintiso for sending this one in for me to check out and share with you guys. Also, shout out to my Patreon supporters, right, for supporting what I do here on YouTube. You guys can support the channel on Patreon or here on YouTube by becoming a channel member. You guys will get access to exclusive perks. Thank you all so much for your love and support and for hanging out with me here until the end. I'll put a video card for the Atlas right there to your left, or check out this other video right here that YouTube thinks you're really going to enjoy watching next to the right. Thank you guys so much for your love and support. Take care, and I'll catch you on the next video, either this one or this one. Peace.